Yes, my name is Pamela Taylor, and I'm living in Brownsville, Texas. I live right on the border. I live behind the so-called safety fence that the government built up. I'm on the Mexican side, and I live approximately a block and a half from Matamoros, Mexico. It's very easy to cross the border here for the simple reason there's not enough water in the river, number one. We've been through a drought, and of course Mexico owes us a lot of water for irrigation right now, which we're not getting back. So you could just cross over. Also the fact that down here we have a small dam that was built years and years ago to hold water for the irrigation pumps, and they can walk right across that from one side to the other. It's not a high dam, it's a low dam. It's 3 or 4 feet high. It'd take about 5 minutes to get across. We have, as a family, we have a good rapport with the agents that work on the ground. They call them boots on the ground. We really do. We sympathize with what they are going through right now. It is horrendous. The only people that we have a gripe with are the people on the upper echelon. Prior to this influx, they were here constantly. You could get on the phone, you would call the Border Patrol, and they would be here in just a matter of a few minutes. Like when I had that person sitting in my living room, way back there, it's just a matter of 1 or 2 minutes. Approximately a month ago, we had reason to call the Border Patrol because there were illegals out here. And no one answered the phone. We called several. We even called McAllen. We called everybody, and not a soul answered the phone. And when I finally did speak to someone at the Fort Brown station here, he said that the people that they were checking in from different countries that had been picked up here, they were using the phone to call home. So basically, we were left vulnerable here. We know that the agents are busy processing all of these people. You've got to sympathize with the Border Patrol. You honestly do. My heart goes out to them. It must be so frustrating to have to go. Well, basically, they don't have to hunt these people down anymore. They just show up and say, here I am, pick me up, take me in, and turn me loose. This is my folder, and we have been keeping, letters that we have written to different Congress people. We wrote to the President, we wrote to Michael Chertoff. I remember when Janet Napitaliano came down to the Valley, and she was in McAllen. Nobody ever seems to get down to Brownsville. And she was on TV. And she stood there and she banged her fists together. And she said, I want you to know that the Rio Grande Valley is one of the safest places in the United States of America. Where she came from, I have no idea. Because she was actually on a TV show at night prior to this, and she was asked, is that fence going to do the job? And she said, no, they will go under, over, and through. So, where do we stand? If we can't get an honest comment from people that are elected or placed in positions of authority, what are we going to do? So we wrote a letter. I was in Philadelphia, and I asked to go down and visit with her in Washington. But she didn't respond to me. She sent my letter to the Border Patrol. Well, basically, he'd had nothing to do with the Border Patrol. So, passing the buck. So people in Washington didn't know what was going on, so they sent it down to McAllen here, passing the buck. They need to get down here. Before they make a decision for the people living here, they need to get down here. And for goodness sakes, when they come down, don't talk to just the yes people that are getting the good stuff. They need to talk to the people that are disgruntled, because then that's the only way you learn.